while, and then we will go into this explanation. See, I've been talking about really paying attention to our wellness in an active way so that we are proactive about being well. So many people are stressed and burned out due to work conditions or due to relationship at home and in the world, right? And if you don't pay attention to that and let that go on producing stress for your body and for your mind and for your heart and for your spirit, then eventually they will overwhelm you. See, that's the idea. So, how can you be proactive about these some of the things that are going on in your life? For example, we have some unconditional way we behave, right? So, how can we prepare ourselves? Be smart about the stressors or um, the inciting agents for the stress we are dealing with intelligence, with understanding, with some kind of active behavior that we could do. For example, if you don't get up and do some kind of movement of the body, then the body will retain all the tension, all the what we call more like a laziness in the body. And if you go like that, you may not want to do the work because you are too tired or too lack of sleep, and maybe body is not cooperating, and you go and push yourself because you have to earn a livelihood, and then you pay the price. Okay, so that we don't want. Okay, so you have to be smart about doing morning exercise. Another thing is, if you can do a good amount of morning exercise, then it's out of the way, isn't it? But then my morning exercise routine is not just about the body, it's also about how you are thinking, how you are feeling, and all that. Also, keep that ready for the day ahead, whatever it is, and then spend the day not to produce more stress for yourself and others, but rather deal with it effectively. So, for example, you are going there and something like a, for example, in our doctor's lab, this happened to me all the time. I'm supposed to start the shift around 7 o'clock, right? So the hospital is away from in another city, so I start early in the morning, 5 o'clock or so that I can reach there. Sometimes there are a couple of places where there's a railroad track is having the gates. If that gate says, sometimes I'm delayed, right? But then by 7 o'clock, I'm supposed to assume duty. So whatever emergencies come into the emergency room will come on my watch. So immediately they want me to be there, and then they call me, even though I did not reach the hospital yet, whatever the reason may be, right? So the moment I go there, or even before I go there, I got this patient who is dying. I'm supposed to be there and revive them, right? So other doctor doesn't want to stay because his time is over and he wants to go home. Uh, and then he is angry, and then I'm angry because I'm not yet there but still calling me. Then I get tension because if something happens to the patient, it will be on me, and then I'm trying to protect myself, kind of thing, right? Then you react with the fear, with anxiety, with what may happen to the patient and all that, right? So if you can really take deep breaths and say, okay, right now I'm not at the hospital, let me go and say drive properly so that I won't make an accident here, and then I will go and reach safely there, and in one piece. So to understand those reactions, to understand how to be calm in that is really what I'm trying to do here too. Deep breathing and being in the present means that I'm still in the car, I'm on the road. That is the reality of the present moment. Be there and then do that properly, then you will reach the hospital, then you can deal with it. So another 10 minutes I was there, and then I took over the charge of the patient, and then it did not happen all the time, rarely. But what is happening to my mind in that kind of situation that happens throughout the day in different ways? More emergencies come to the hospital, then we have to go and see them in the emergency room. The emergency room doctor has already stabilized the patient and given to us. Then we have to continue to revive the patient, keep in the ICU or on the medical floor, whatever, right? And then when I go and order some things on the patient, nurse may have taken her own time to do those things. Then I have a chance of getting angry or calming myself and then asking her, have you done this? So that kind of stability of the mind, non-reactive but responding mind is important. So in the morning time, when you stretch and deep breath, these two things will happen. One is body will get stronger, and all your tension, everything went away from the body. I would prefer you do some kind of exercise beyond the stretching and breathing. But if you don't have enough time, at least do this so that the tension in the body goes away and you are rather relaxed in your body, and you have more energy because you have done the deep breathing, and the deep breathing also made you non-reactive. So that reactivity causes the sympathetic nervous system to come on, because the reactivity is because of what? You are imagining some phantom danger and you let your mind go into reactive mode and secrete stress hormones. So those stress hormones slowly they build up. What is happening currently is nobody is paying attention to, let me be cool, let me be calm, let me be controlling my own reaction so that I can make better decisions for the situation that demands that, right? So that's why we're trying to do the morning stretch of the body, at the same time keeping our mind here and taking deep breath, and the breath sensation we can use to be here and now. Okay, so that is why stretch, deep breath, and be here and now, and then watch your reaction, watch your thoughts, right? That are the four things I want you to do in the morning routine, and this is why morning routine is needed. People are not really moving their body enough. That is because of the modern life, right? And or they may do 1 hour of exercise in the morning and they sit down most of the day. That is the sedentary living I'm trying to address here. And also, they are thinking too much. They are absorbing a lot of information in this information overload era, and they're reacting to all those small little thoughts that cloud your mind, either from the past or directly from the environment you are in. Nurses may say something, patients may say something, insurance agents on the phone say something. All these things, if you take personally, if you let your mind react, then you will accumulate a lot of stress for yourself through the day. So my definition of proactive wellness is being proactive about wellness of our body and mind and heart too. How do you do that? By being aware of what is happening and then really not being reactive for every small thing, but understanding the situation and responding to it. So this is like a long-term solution for the current age of stress and burnout, and people are not preparing like that. This is not far-fetched. This is not something I am imagining. I see that in front of me, people calling me for consultation because they had a tiff with an administration doctor, I'm saying. And then the administrator is trying to take some action because he felt he was the boss and this doctor is not listening to him. So those kind of things come to me. Then I direct them how to really understand these reactions, and then also act such a way that is not going to prolong the situation. Okay, it's not like telling them, oh, this is good, that is no. It is telling them and honoring their intelligence and inviting them to really understand how to be not reactive. What is the significance of being non reactive? Non reactive doesn't mean indifferent. Non reactive doesn't mean you leave the job, but you want to approach the job with a steady mind, calm mind, in flow, and use your thought in a constructive way rather than destructive way, right? So that's why you understand modern life. See, they prime you up. You got to do these things, otherwise you won't get the money, you won't get the status, you won't get all that. And if you think that is important, then you feel threatened every time somebody says, I'm going to sue you. A lot of patients say that in New York, you know. So the moment you go there, you do your best, and then they come and say, you didn't do enough job, I'm going to sue you. For no reason, they will say that all the time, you know. So we got used to that after a while in the New York hospitals. But then that is an opportunity for you to look, am I reacting badly for this? Or a best friend comes and he says something nasty to me because he was angry with me. Then instead of understanding why he's saying so, if I react, then my friendship is at jeopardy, right? So this is a very important thing to understand in our current life. Okay, that's why in the morning when you get up, first get up with awareness. Okay, and then listen to elevated thought. Elevated thought means not concerning your immediate life, not concerning your comforts and luxuries and whatever, but something about the entire world, something about the entire humanity, something about your country, something about your family, something about what it is other than you. Not about you, not about what your ego wants, but about what is the common good. What is that I could contribute to life? Not asking life give. See, one simple thing they defined the spirituality person and the materialistic person is, a spiritual person and material person differ this way. Suppose you close your eyes and then your mind is all over. You cannot sit for a couple of minutes without having the mind say, go and get a cup of tea, go and do this, or go and pay electrical bill, whatever, right? All the concerns you have about the life will be coming on. Then you'll have no peace of mind within, a materialistic person. But then when he opens the eyes, he wants the world to do something for himself, but he doesn't want to do anything for the world, right? Then a spiritual person, on the contrary, when he closes his eyes, his mind is peaceful because he has less desires, no desires maybe at the moment, and also he understands all this is temporary. So I don't have to sweat for this small stuff which is going to go away. What I am inside, and they call it in India Brahman, and in China Tao, that is eternal. And having tasted that eternal nature of ours, our mind becomes silent, quiet, right? So you are peaceful inside, and when you open your eyes, you want to do something for others than you. It could be your family, it could be your society, it could be your community, it could be your country, it could be your world, your human tribe, whatever. Okay, depending upon where you are in awareness, where you are with what you want to do, then you say, okay, I'm going to work for the cause other than me, greater than me. That is actually reduces the stress quite a bit. Remember when John F. Kennedy said, do not ask what the country is doing for me, ask what I am doing for the country. The same thing if you go to any place you are working, asking what am I doing for the upliftment of or the improvement of or betterment of this whatever place I'm working. In my case, a hospital, what am I doing for the patient care? What am I doing the operational excellence of the hospital? What am I doing the wellness of the employees there? What am I doing wellness of the leaders there? That is how I approach that. Then I may not do all day everything, but even the moments where the moment this thought comes up, especially in the morning, you are on the path of spirituality rather than selfishly you are serving yourself, right? So I'm not saying one is good or one is bad, but I'm just saying what is causing our lack of peace inside. And then a spiritual person having that peace inside because he has no personal desire. He has desires for other people, right? Or for the spirituality. When he opens his eyes, he says, what can I do for the world? Or what can I do for the life? So that's why in the morning, do the deep breathing and be in awareness. Okay. So exercise, I use it like I'm going to stretch and relieve the tamas, that is the lazy energy within the body, which causes tension and which causes lack of flexibility, which causes muscle pulls and all that. So I want to really stretch all my muscles and strengthen their muscles, and then breathe deep so that my energy is revived. And from a sleepy person, I become alert and awake and aware, right? And then I want to align my body, my breath, and my mind to be here and now, right? And so I use the time for a period of awareness, not just doing exercise only, but also really going to the present moment awareness and cultivating that in the morning time, right? And then I take that as a perfume to my work. Okay. So actually, this is not just a term. You just have to see whether you are taking it or not. Nobody can tell you whether you are doing it or not except you. You will be knowing. That is the self knowledge. What do I know about myself? What are my desires? Where does my mind stay? Does it go all over? Am I really going with the sense of let me do service for the world? Let me do some service for the job I'm doing, whatever, right? So remember that a spiritual person, when he opens his eyes, he will ask the question, what can I do for life? What can I do for the society? What can I do for others, right? And when he closes his eyes, because he has no desire all the time, his mind is quiet and stable and resides in that inner reality of ours, which is our essence, not our thought, not our emotions, not our feelings, not our aspirations, not our concepts, but that silent self. So this sound we are listening to it, listen to the sound as it peters out down to the silence at the end. And again another sound comes. So there is the silence between the two sounds, two words. Try to catch that at least one or two times a day. Then it will become slowly more of a regular phenomena than rarity. Okay, don't push yourself, just be aware whether you are quiet or not, whether you can catch that silence between the sounds. That is it. Om is also that. There are three components of the word Om: A, U, Ma. A representing our wakeful state during the daytime, and U representing the dreamy state that we all experience before we go to deep sleep. And the third one is the deep sleep. So we are awake, we are dreamy, and then we slip into deep sleep and wake up again in the morning in the wakefulness. Among all these three, there is this energy that we call like a universal consciousness or God or Brahman in India, or Tao in China, or Chi, or Japan has their own terms, and then you have the uh, different varieties of terms by different cultures, but they're essentially the same thing. The inner essence that gives us life, that is being. If it is not there, then we are not there as body and mind. So the body and mind may change, but the inner essence will go and give life to another body and mind. So that is how you want to approach this silence, and that is around us, within us. And once you establish in that, you have a lot of peace of mind, and you encounter your problems and tasks of your life with equanimity, right? So get up in the morning, keep your mind in awareness. If at all thoughts come, keep them as elevated thoughts that involve serving others. And then get up and get rid of all the tension, all the uh, bad energy that accumulates in the body. And stretching is, that's why good. But while you are stretching, have the alignment of your body, breath, and the brain. Keep the mind here and now, right? And then you can do variety of stretches in yoga. That's why I prefer that. And then I can do 10-15 minutes of stretching and I'm good to go. You can do, I can also do treadmill, which I have. I can also do weights. I have like a stretching with the stretch bands. A variety of things are there that you could do. But it's all up to you what you want to do, right? But keep the body, get up and move, and continue the movement through the day, and continue to do the deep breathing. More you are aware that you have to do deep breathing, and do as much as you can do during the day. Okay, especially when you feel your mind is reacting, getting into anxious mode or fear mode or depressive mode, then take deep breaths and calm yourself down. Don't allow that inner chemical reaction that happened because of the situation outside to build up more stress in you. That's what it is, all that chemical reactions and all. So once you learn to keep your nervous system in non-reactive but responsive mode, then you can work with calm, with what we call flow. You can work in flow, right? That's what I want to do. You want to go there, don't get injured because you have not prepared your body, and don't work in less energy because you did not generate that by exercise and eating and breathing, all these things, right? And then work in flow, enjoy the work, whatever you are doing, whatever you are contributing, okay? And give to the life, not to ask it to give it to you, but give to the life. Make it a habit. And then you don't allow stress to accumulate to you, or don't give stress to other people. Okay, be kind, be generous, be grateful, that you have the work to do and all. These are not just preaching something. These are the good wellness habits, not allowing the stress to destroy our health and wellness. Okay, that's why this is proactive wellness. We are being proactive about how we prepare our body and mind for work, and we kind of protect our body and mind while at work, and we kind of enhance the performance of body and mind by limiting the damage otherwise we are doing. Make sense? This is why morning routine is given, because our regular life is more like a people are going and subjecting themselves to enormous stress and burnout, and then that is really limiting their capacity to enjoy life, to be well for the long time, and to live in joy. Excuse me. Those are the things that I do in the morning that helps me to prepare for work and for life. Okay. Now let us do a few of the stretches and breathing thing. What we do first? keep your, if you are sitting down, I'm sitting down in front of my computer, so you can see me sitting in the chair with both my feet on the floor, clutching the floor, and keep the spine erect. And now take deep breaths through the nose by closing your mouth. Okay, as you take a deep breath in, abdominal raises and comes up. And as you take a deep breath out and let the air come out, abdominal wall goes to the spine. Keep the body clean by uh, bowel and bladder clean, and then you are ready with an empty stomach for this exercise. Sit straight and then close your mouth and take breath only through the nose. First, take the breath for about a count of 7 and abdominal raises, and then hold it there for 4 count and breathe out for a count of 8. Okay, let's do that 5 times. Okay, remember the principles. Your stomach has to be empty when you sit down with your feet come firmly in the posture is keep the spine straight and take deep breaths through the nose and 7, 4, 8. Up to 7 you breathe in, 4 count you hold it, and 8 count all the air comes out. Okay, abdominal wall moves up when you take a deep breath, abdominal wall goes to the spine when you breathe out. Okay, this is Bastrika in a way. You can do this 3 times a day would be effective, 8 times each time. If you cannot do all that, at least do in the morning and at the night before you go to sleep. Okay, very simple one, right? And then we will do the second variety of breathing. Keep your hands facing the camera and elbows bent into side. Now straighten the elbows as the hands go up. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Stretch them all the way up, and now breathe out as the hands come down, elbows bent down. That's it. This is something you can do in chair at your work maybe 3 times a day. See how you can use this is suppose you are occupied, your mind is going all over, and you want to bring your mind to the current moment, present moment. You focus on this and then don't do thinking something, but really keep your mind on the sensation of the air coming through the nose and in and out. And that way, you can bring yourself to the present moment and also oxygenate yourself. Okay, use that to eliminate. So I recommend 1 minute every hour while you are working with a lot of data. Okay, and the third one is clasp both your hands together and keep them under the chin, elbows bent to the side. Now, as you take deep breath, elevate the elbows to the side, above the ears, above the head, all the way, and throw the head to the back. And at the top of the inhalation, open your mouth and say ha as you breathe out. Okay, let's do 4 more times. Keep your mind here. Keep your mind on the sensation of the air coming through the air, through the nose. Do it slowly, deliberately, the deep breath. Don't let your thoughts go all over. Watch them. Don't indulge in them. Don't suppress them. So that's where you're doing the stretching of the body, deep breathing, keeping yourself in the current moment, and you are really watching your thoughts. Okay? It depends upon how much time you have, and you can start with 3, 5, 8, 16, 30 to 50, whatever. If you just do this breathing quite sincerely in the moment and allow the breathing to be happening completely, diaphragmatic breathing, right? So when you bring your abdominal wall up, diaphragm actually going down. So you have more alveolar space opening up in the lungs. That is exchanging oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay, and then when you are breathing out, abdomen going in, pushing the diaphragm up so that more air comes out. So there is a method and scientific explanation for this. So you get to really remember that and have the correct technique. Even if you do few of them, do them correctly, and then get the benefits instantly. Abhi karo, abhi pao. Abhi karo means do it right now. Abhi pao means you get the benefit right away. That is the effect of the pranayama. That is extending the life energy. That is prana. Ayama means extending. Okay, so usually people do pranayamas in different ways. Today we will spend a few minutes for that. Is what is that important pranayamas that you want to do. So the first one you may want to do is the fire breath, where you sit tall and then as you breathe out, you bring the abdominal wall to the spine. Abdominal wall goes in and air comes out. That's all you do. And next one also you do the exhalation. Inhalation happens automatically. Let me show you. Standing as I'm sitting tall in my chair and spine straight, and then as I voluntarily bring the abdominal wall to the spine, I breathe out. See, both should happen. Abdominal wall going in and air coming out. Okay, and you do that rapidly. See, around 60 times in a minute. So go on doing as much as you can. Don't force yourself and do it slowly, very, very slowly. That means you do 5 today, keep there 5 for the next week. Then next week you go to 10. Then next week you go to 15, like that. Okay. Don't force yourself. You can get injured with this. Okay. But if you do this properly, it massages the internal organs because abdominal wall going in and massaging those. And also because of the deep breath out, you are also deep breath in, you have more air. This is a fire breath. It kind of stimulates your appetite. It can just allows you to lose weight. Lot of metabolic advantages for this. And also kapala means this head. You clear your head. Okay. So you always start with a fire breath. Then you do the Bhastrika, which I showed you earlier. And then you go to alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana or Anuloma Viloma. Right? Why it is Nadi Shodhana means there are channels what are called nadis in Sanskrit that carry our energy. They are not like nerves that you can demonstrate physically. They are potential space that is carrying our energy. Okay, so you want to clear those nadis or the energy channels. That's why it's called Nadi Shodhana. So how you do it? It is take your right hand, bend your index finger so that it will be the base of the thumb, and middle finger also to the base of the thumb. So you keep those two fingers um, at the base of the, and then you use your thumb and the ring finger to close alternate nostrils. First, keep your neck straight and then close the right nostril with the thumb. And now the left nostril open, take a deep breath through it. At the top of the inhalation, release the thumb and close the left nostril with the ring finger. And now the right nostril is open, breathe out. Okay, now the right nostril is still open, take a deep breath in now. Close the right nostril and breathe out through the open left nostril. That's how it is. We start with the left nostril, went to the right nostril, and took a deep breath from there and come back to the left nostril. That is why this is called alternate nostril breathing. Let's do 4 more circles. Okay. Okay. You do as many as you like. Okay. So that is third one, right? First one is fire breath, then the Bastrika, simple breathing in and out, and third one is the Nadi Shodhana, the one we did. And then the fourth one is something that you want to do every day. It's called the bumblebee. What you do is you close your eyes with both thumbs and both ears, and then keep index finger and the middle on the forehead, and close your eyes and keep your ring finger on the closed eyes gently, and ring little finger around the mouth, and close the mouth, and take deep breaths through the nose. And when you are breathing out, make the noise like a bumblebee. Okay, okay, bee. Okay. Okay, that is the regular way you want to do these 4 or 5 kinds of breathing exercises daily, and you can prolong as long as you want. but do it slowly, deliberately. Don't get hurt by doing it with your willpower. Let that come to you, and let us prepare our body and mind for the deeper exercises. Okay, I'm doing very superficially because I don't know who is on the other side, and you guys have to come up and tell me what is your experience like. Do you have any problems? Do you care about these practices at all? uh, Whatever it is, that's fine. I encourage you to participate and experience this and then get the benefit. And then come and tell me, feedback me, and then tell me how it felt, what is the difficulty, did you understand it, did you miss it. First of all, for these kind of sessions, be on time. Okay, you can miss a lot in the beginning. And also sincerely do whatever you are doing. Don't just come here for casual information. Come here for experience, doing it and then getting the benefit. Like I told you, abhi karo, abhi pao. You do it now and you get the benefit now. Okay. So, but do it to your capacity. Do it relaxed. This is not a competition. This is more like a cultivating skills of living so that our body and mind react better to life. Okay. Or we repair the body and mind, or we keep the body in balance, or we build up phenomenal body and mind. Okay. So I'm 69, but I still have a lot of energy because of the breathing practices that I do. Okay. So, and also I move my body and keep my mind quiet. Okay. So anybody wants to come and share how they felt here, what is the, or do they care for it, or you don't care for it, let me know. Okay. That will be nice if you can come and tell me your experience. That is more important to me than me just coming and telling you. I don't have to do that, but I do it because maybe somebody will be helped. And I'm seeing people after they stressed out, after they burnt out. But like we want to tell you what to eat properly, we want to help you to deal with life out there and not to generate stress, but enjoy it and contribute to it. Okay? So anybody wants to come up, I'm open to talk to you guys. And then I'm planning to do each platform separately so that I can have more interaction with the people who are coming. So I may do Noom Vibe certain hour, I may do Instagram certain hour, and in LinkedIn certain hour. These three I'm targeting right now, and the YouTube and Facebook can be simultaneous, and people can come up and talk there too. So there will be a little change on that. Okay. So if you want to see me on Instagram, you can come there. If you want to see me on LinkedIn, you can come there. So hopefully I will make a difference. Hopefully this morning practice become your regular routines that you could do, and you live better and feel well. So I'll give you a couple of minutes for you to join me. Meanwhile, we were talking about stretching, which we did, and really deep breath, which we did, and daily being here now. Body, brain, and breathing aligned in awareness. Okay, two A's and three B's: alignment, awareness, body, breathing, and brain. Okay, if you can remember these and then really understand what we are doing and then be sincere about it, you will benefit yourself enormously. Okay, now we'll go to that exercise where we are going to calm down and be aware of the thoughts and watch them as they come up. Okay, for that we'll do what is called Shambhavi Mudra. So I will show you how to assume the Shambhavi Mudra. First, keep your thumb and index finger on the right hand opposite to each other. At the edge, they are pressing each other. Rest of the three fingers are straight, and then keep this on your lap and do the same thing on the left hand too. Okay, this is called Dhyana Mudra. Dhyana means meditation. So we're going to follow the thoughts and then we're going to observe them, and then you go to one thought and go beyond that. But for now, we're just going to assume this posture and understand what is the correct posture. Keep your spine straight and head tilted back a little bit and keep your eyes closed, but keep the gaze in between the eyebrows, where the place of our master gland hypothalamus, or according to the spirituality, the place of the soul. Okay, you focus on that, and then close your mouth and take deep breaths through the nose and feel the air coming in out, and also be aware of the thoughts coming and just watch them. Don't indulge in the thoughts. Don't suppress the thought. Okay? Close your mouth. Take 10 deep breaths, and then during this, just keep your attention on the nose, the touch of the air. And if it goes away from that, bring it back to the nose. And if the thoughts arise, don't say why. Just let them come up, go through you like a cloud in the sky. Okay? Okay. Now raise the mudras and open your eyes slowly. Take your time and open your eyes. And tell me what is happening with you. Are you really having the correct technique, or are you an expert at this? What is your experience? Come and feed me back. That way I can serve you better and help you better. But one thing is certain, always spend some time in the morning to prepare your body, mind, and heart for the work. Cultivating a attitude of service helps your heart enormously. Determining I'm not going to react that easily, that helps a lot. And also, you say I'm going to be equanimous in my wins, in my losses. Just to think of that, then that becomes more like a virtue that you want to cultivate at least once a day, you know. And watch yourself if you are too elated, or watch yourself if you are too depressed about situations. Okay. So, four things to do in the morning: stretching the body and moving the body, breathing deeply, and being cultivating the attitude of being here and now in the moment, and carrying it like a perfume all day, and getting a habit of watching our thoughts instead of indulging and suppressing them. Okay, don't think automatically, think consciously, think intentionally. Okay, then intentionality becomes a habit and you benefit a lot with it. Then after these four things are done, then come and cultivate the attitude of service, cultivate the attitude of non-reactivity, cultivate the attitude of equanimous nature. Okay. So anybody wants to come and feed me back what's happening? Do you like this, or do you have any benefit? Are you coming daily and doing it, or at least once you understand you are doing it at home and trying actively, proactively to limit stress and burnout in your life? I'm a stress and burnout coach, basically. That's the main thing I'm doing, people come and ask me casually and sometimes formally to ask me how should they handle such a situation in their life, and they may be having a lot of stress and burnout in their life. They may be putting up with it. My point is, you don't have to. You don't allow the stress and burnout to accumulate and do the damage inwardly. Okay, that's what a lot of people are doing. They are reacting, they are generating these stress hormones, and then slowly they accumulate and the stress pulls down. Instead, develop this inner resilience inside so that life as it comes, as it presents tough times or bad times, then you can handle them better. You can resolve them better. You can face them with a lot of inner resilience. That's what I'm trying to get at. Get more inner resilience that can be cultivated just by moving the body, breathing deep, and keeping the present moment awareness and watching our thoughts. Instead of allowing the thoughts to come unconsciously, negatively, and then let them slip into the subconscious and take life and form their own neurological path. And then next time you have a situation like that, you react very, very vehemently and not a good consequence for your metabolism and also for your health as a whole. Okay, wellness. That's why this is a proactive wellness practice, this morning routine. Okay, I try to keep it as simple as possible. 4 things to do, 3 attitudes to cultivate. Again, the 4 things for those people who did not catch it: move the body, stretch the body, whatever you do, move the body, and deep breathe into your activity. Number 2. Number 3 is keep your mind here and now. No movement, in the present moment. Cultivate that in the morning and take it like a perfume through the day. And the 4th thing you do is watching the thoughts, developing the habit of watching the thoughts instead of allowing them to come automatically and then acting on them without really consideration. See, we have brainstem, limbic, and prefrontal cortex, right? Brainstem is for the basic breathing and circulation, temperature, and all those centers. Okay, if they are not there, then you are not having any life and you are done. But from the brainstem, we evolved into limbic system, which is automatically reacts emotionally and also. That is the one animals do too, because they don't have the development of prefrontal cortex. Whereas as human beings, we developed prefrontal cortex, so we don't want to be at the behest of the limbic system, except in danger, right? But we are creating mental dangers, phantom dangers, and then reacting. Okay, understand? So the prefrontal cortex is the discriminatory, is the one non-reactive, you know. So you want to understand you have that innate capacity. So create a gap when you have instinctive from the limbic system, and then don't yield to the instinct, but consider it and evaluate. That's what is, after all, human being is about, right? Human being is discriminatory. Human being is about intelligent. Use your intelligence rather than your animal nature of the limbic system reactions. Okay, so that's what it is for us today, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow morning again, and we will go ahead and do the morning routine again. So any questions or doubts, you can DM me, and then you can also come up and talk about it. Bye now.